Stephen Bradbury's Olympic gold medal in 2002 remains one of the most shocking moments in Winter Games history. Many people remember it as a lucky accident, but the truth is deeper and far more interesting. Bradbury's victory was not simply a miracle on ice, it was the result of understanding the chaos of short-track speed skating, staying patient, and making the smartest decision possible in a sport where mistakes happen in seconds. Today, we explore how Stephen Bradbury turned unpredictability into opportunity, and why his legendary win was about more than just luck. What happened in the 2002 Olympic short track 1,000-meter final? Stephen Bradbury won the men's 1,000-meter short track final at the Salt Lake City Winter Olympics after all four skaters ahead of him crashed on the final corner. Bradbury was trailing behind the leaders, stayed upright, avoided the collision, and skated past the pileup to claim the gold medal. Why did the moment shock the world so much? It shocked audiences because Bradbury was not leading the race, and the favorites were expected to fight for gold. Seeing every front skater fall in the final seconds created one of the most unexpected Olympic finishes ever recorded. Was Bradbury's win really just pure luck? Luck played a role in the final outcome, but calling it pure luck ignores the strategy behind it. Bradbury placed himself in the safest possible position, knowing that crashes are extremely common in short-track racing, especially near the finish. What makes short-track speed skating so unpredictable? Short track is raced on a small oval with multiple athletes skating inches apart at very high speed. Sharp turns, aggressive passing, and tight spacing create constant danger. Collisions are not rare events, they are an expected part of the sport. Why are crashes so common in short track finals? Finals are often the most aggressive races because medals are at stake. Skaters push harder, take bigger risks, and attempt dangerous passes in the last laps. The closer the finish, the more chaotic the race becomes. Who was Stephen Bradbury before this Olympic moment? Bradbury was an experienced Australian short-track skater who had competed internationally for years. He was respected for his toughness and persistence, even though he was not always the fastest athlete in the field. What challenge did Bradbury face against his competitors in 2002? Bradbury knew he could not match the raw speed of the top favorites in a direct sprint. His best chance was not to outpace them early, but to survive the race and stay ready for unexpected opportunities. What was Bradbury's overall racing philosophy? His approach was often described as staying out of trouble. Instead of fighting aggressively in the pack, he focused on avoiding collisions, conserving energy, and letting others take the biggest risks. Why did staying at the back make sense strategically? In short track, the most dangerous place is inside the crowded group of leaders. By skating slightly behind, Bradbury reduced his chances of being taken down in a crash and gave himself space to react if chaos unfolded. Did this strategy appear before the final race? Yes. Bradbury used the same conservative approach throughout the earlier rounds. In the semifinal, he also benefited from collisions among faster skaters, allowing him to advance without engaging in risky battles. How did Bradbury reach the final despite not leading races? He advanced through a combination of smart positioning, patience, and other skaters making mistakes or receiving penalties. His survival-based strategy kept him in contention when others eliminated themselves. What happened in the final corner of the gold medal race? The leading skaters attempted aggressive moves for position. Their speed, tight spacing, and contact caused a massive crash. All four fell, sliding across the ice, while Bradbury remained upright behind them. Why was Bradbury able to avoid the pileup? Because he was not trapped in the middle of the pack. His distance gave him time to react, and his focus was on finishing safely rather than forcing a dangerous overtake. Could Bradbury have predicted something like this would happen? He could not predict the exact crash, but he understood the nature of short track. In a sport where accidents are frequent, he built his race plan around the likelihood that others might make costly errors. What does the Bradbury moment teach about competition? It shows that winning is not always about dominating from the front. Sometimes the smartest competitor is the one who manages risk, stays calm, and capitalizes when others lose control. How did this victory change Bradbury's legacy? Bradbury became an Olympic legend and delivered Australia's first ever Winter Olympic gold medal. His name became associated with unexpected success achieved through patience and survival. Why do people still talk about this race today? Because it challenges how we define skill and victory. It reminds us that strategy is not always aggressive, and that endurance, awareness, and discipline can matter as much as speed. What is the lasting lesson of Stephen Bradbury's Olympic gold? The lasting lesson is that opportunity often comes from staying ready when others take reckless risks. In high-stakes moments, the smartest move can sometimes be letting others make the mistakes. Finally, Stephen Bradbury's gold medal was not just a lucky accident. It was the perfect example of preparation meeting chaos, patience meeting opportunity, and strategy proving just as powerful as speed. In the unpredictable world of short-track racing, surviving can be the ultimate skill, and Bradbury mastered it when it mattered most. If you enjoyed this story and want more incredible Olympic moments and deep sports lessons, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.